Full Force 2023. Wir haben hier ein ganz besonderes Interview heute, nämlich mit John von Avatar. Und wir sprechen ein bisschen über sein Schlagzeug, seinen Arbeitsplatz für den heutigen Auftritt. Hello John, how are you doing?
Dankeschön. Ich bin gut. I'm good. I can't speak German.
More than most of the guys we interviewed today and the last day. So.
All right, good.
And you're playing today with your band on Full Force 2023. And we want to talk about your drum set. First up, which shell set, which fabricant do you use normally, and why do you use them?
It's not every day that I actually get to do interviews about drums, and I immediately regret I left my TAMADrums hoodie in the dressing room. But dude, it's 27 degrees out here, so sorry, Tama. But I do play TAMADrums.
Yeah.
It's a Star Classic Maple.
Oh yeah, all right.
Very, very nice kit. I had it for a couple of years now. I have one here. I have another one in the States. So this one is a Star Classic by TAMADrums Maple.
Okay. How many toms do you use?
I prefer playing a smaller kit.
Smaller kits.
You know, I don't see a reason to play a shit ton of drums. Then a lot of the Avatar music is about steady beats, and you know, like it's we're not playing power metal. I don't need to have 10 toms to make a drum fill. So I just have one rack tom, 12-inch, and then I have 16 and 18-inch floor toms.
All right.
And a snare, and of course I have 2 kick drums.
Yeah, of course.
You cannot play just a double bass pedal. That is.
Yeah.
And I do not have a double. It's 2 kick drums with two single kick pedals.
Like the real deal for metal bands.
Yes.
The real deal.
I don't know what happened in the early 2000s when everybody started to put a double pedal and still have the second kick there just for the looks.
Maybe they got lazy.
It's not cool.
So let us talk more about your snare. Is there any sound you are trying to achieve with the schematics of your snare, like the size of your plywood and stuff? Is there a target you want to reach with it?
Obviously, the perfect snare sound.
The perfect snare.
Yeah.
Could you describe us the perfect snare sound for you?
I don't know. It's out there. I had it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it's very abstract. It's just perfect. Like I can't. I know exactly when it's perfect.
All right.
And it's very often it's close to perfect.
Okay.
And a couple of times, like the last show, it was perfect. So that is just some very.
So it depends on the daytime, on the day fit and stuff.
Yeah. It's just very weird. But that being said, like. I have the only snare drum that I've yet made, to sound perfect is my Tama. It's a walnut SLP.
Yeah.
It's a walnut snare.
Yeah.
Which I modified and I put like a thick snare. What are they called in English? The chain. And then I use the Evans. The hybrid coated, like they're made of Kevlar as the beater head.
Yeah. I know
they're
them.
extremely heavy, and you can. I never broke one. They're impossible to break, and the sound of those are really cool.
I heard such that these Kevlar heads are really tough.
Yeah.
Like people using it on multiple tours and stuff, and they always sound good.
People tend to start using them because. It gets cheap because you don't have to change heads so often. But many people think they are making a compromise on the sound with them.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just about the sound with them. Like, I think with the snare in the combination, that's the head that sounds the best.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a 14-inch, 6-inch deep.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So let's talk about your hardware. What pedals you are using? What hardware you are normally using? Is there a reason you specific using this type of fabricator?
It's all the hardware is Tama.
So also the pedals?
The Tama hardware is outstanding. Like if we're starting with the cymbal stands, it's really outstanding compared to the competitors.
Yeah.
I obviously have, when we're doing flight shows and I have to have a loaner drum kit from the backline company or something, and you get something else, it's I very often get disappointed because stands are just falling over and collapsing and stuff. But
they are durable. They are
the Tama stands are road pro. It's really really good stands. The pedals I'm using Tama Iron Cobra.
Yeah, classic one.
Yeah, it's a very classic one.
Yeah.
Now I have a couple of different because I have a kit in America and one kit here.
Yeah.
So it's starting to mix up. But 2 of my Iron Cobra pedals I purchased when I was 16 years old, and then I purchased them second hand by a guy who already had them for 10 years. So they've been around now for dude, I'm old. They've been around for 25 or 26 years, since they were produced, and they're still going extreme. They're brand new.
Yeah.
So it's
a classic choice for a lot of drummers.
Then I'm doing one if we're gonna go into the nerd talk, one different thing that I don't like the Iron Cobra beaters.
Yeah, they have different beaters. Yeah, you're using different beaters.
I use the most standard budget, the HB 200 they were used to be called but the ones that they have plastic on one side and felt on the other, and then I turn them so I use the plastic side.
The plastic side for more impactful.
Yeah, for the the attack.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't use any triggers or anything, so it's if you can get the attack as acoustically as possible, that's good. Okay. Because we're playing metal, so you obviously need to whatever attack you can get, you need to have it. So.
Yeah. So we talked about your shells. We talked about your hardware. What about the cymbals? What is the cymbal setup? What can you give us information around it? What is the reason you choose especially this setup of cymbals for your shows?
All right, so it's a Meinl. All the cymbals are.
You're a Meinl player, of course, right?
I'm a Meinl player. I've been that since I was 20.
All right. Yeah.
So I really like the cymbals, and they are very they haven't changed much in the many other of their competitors have made changes in
try to do different sounds.
And also in where and how they produce the cymbals to streamline and makes things cheaper basically and have lost quality. Meinl, they're still made here in Germany. So and very good cymbals. I'm playing the Customs Dark for all the crashes.
For all the crashes. Okay.
All the crashes. They're really good. They sound great. I started playing them, a little bit as a budget choice, to be honest, because they are very economic.
Economic is the best to describe it.
They're really not. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're.
But cheap sounds also from a quality aspect, maybe more low tier, but they have a very good quality, even though they are not that much.
Exactly. And so, I started using them because I break a lot of cymbals, and when we were gonna record an album, we got all these different cymbals to test out, the nicest, the super expensive and stuff, and but I just felt they don't sound good, the Customs Dark that I use already, they sound best. So
I mean you're coming from your rehearsal room or from the tour, and you're familiar with the sound of the cymbals, and
exactly.
Why change it? Right?
But some budget cymbals really sound budget. There's
of course
these the I don't even know what they're made of, but they're really cheap ones.
The brass ones.
Brass ones, yeah. That's what I use for the crashes. For the ride, I've had my MB20
Oh, that's a classic one.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
heavy bell ride.
I think that they aren't produced anymore. The MB20s. They changed it up to the Bison series.
Yes.
And stuff? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what they did. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm mixing up. They were used to call it MB20, but this is now called Bisons. Yeah.
Right.
But it's exactly the same cymbal.
Yeah,
as it was when it was MB20.
I guess they changed the production type, like how they did the cymbals. But I think the material is exactly the same, and the sound is as well.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Because I have one MB20 that I had since 2008.
Oh yeah.
Here on my European kit. I think, I'm not sure if it's on the European kit or on the American kit. And when I got the American kit, I had to buy another one, you know. So then it was a Bisons.
Yeah, it was.
But they sound exactly the same. So so that's what I have for the ride. And for the hi-hat, I use the 15-inch Bisons, like the frosted ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of effect cymbals? Like I try. Have you tried to use these, or just the bread and butter ones? With I know my rides, I know my crashes, I know my China maybe, and my hi-hat.
I do have one China.
You have one China, all right.
Yeah, but that is, as you say, that's a bread and butter cymbal as well. If you play
yeah,
so
of course.
So it's not really an effect cymbal, you know. No, I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm not a very big fan of effect cymbals, and I'm very much a bread and butter drummer.
Bread and
you know,
butter,
so
keep it classy.
So, like the kit, like it's a bread and butter kit. I like that. That was a good.
That's totally fine. I'm thinking so myself.
Yeah.
Probably just master your instrument, and after that you can look to get more and more and stuff. But if you can play your kit as it be there, it's totally fine, and it sounds good.
You know, I have never really enjoyed like drum solos and like stuff like that. You know, it's always fun to see Terry Bossy or Dave Weckl or something, you know, do some really stupid thing. But for me, like it's about playing music and being the best drummer of Avatar that could be out there, you know, and then the bread and butter kit is
the best one
needed.
For you.
Yeah,
of course. Maybe one last question: what type of sticks do you use? What company suits you most? And have you tried different companies, maybe even?
Yeah, ProMark on my sticks. ProMark TXSD9W.
All right.
But ProMark stopped making these. ProMark have to continue making these. They are the best sticks out there.
All right.
But I can't get hold of them anymore. I purchased everything they had in stock, and now they're all broken. So I moved over to 5B Law, they're called, like 5B, but a little bit heavier, a little bit longer, which are the most similar to the ST9s, but it's still ProMark.
Okay.
And I have tried other sticks. There's a brand, I'm endorsed, so I'm not going to mention names, but there's a brand that I tested out. That are said to have very durable sticks, but for me that just like. I got like hurt in the wrists and stuff, you know,
because of the heaviness of the sticks, or the way they feel,
the way they
felt about
did absorb the
impact.
It was like a piece of metal, like dunk, and the sound waves just traveled from my fingers through my wrist up my arm, you know. So the ProMark ones for me, it's they're the best in that sense, because they're a little softer than many other.
The soft ones, all right. John, thank you so much for your time. That was really nice, really cool. Yeah. So have fun with your show tonight, and have a good rest of your tour.
Thank you very much. We will.
All right.